Hello everyone. In our previous session, we did take a look at the line charts. A simple chart, a simple graph, but it was missing out on the open, the high, and the low. And to take care of this missing element of the line chart, now we will move on and talk about and understand the bar charts. So join me as I walk you through the first kind of chart which covers all the four price points, the bar chart. Now I did do some bit of a homework for this video and I have written down these three important points. How a bar chart is constructed, reading the bar chart, the color coding of bar chart, this is very interesting, and then how bar charts are better from that of the line charts. So let's take one step at a time and let's talk about how a bar chart is constructed. Let's open a fresh page. Any bar chart is made up of a vertical line like this and two horizontal lines or two ticks, one on the left hand side and one on the right hand side. The highest point of this vertical line is the high of the day or high of that particular period. The lowest point of this vertical line is the low of the day. And then we are left with the left tick and the right tick. The one on the left, this one, is the open or the opening price. And the right tick over here, you can figure out very easily, is the closing price or the close of the day. If we consider that this open, high, low, close price data is of a period, let's say a day, then the days open, the days close, the days high, and the days low. If you change the period to weekly, it becomes the weeks open, high, low, close. So very simple. A bar chart is essentially like a stick diagram, and it gives us all these four price points. Now, every day we will have a new market session with new open, high, low, close, and we will keep on having on our price graph multiple bars or multiple such bar charts with various different types of open and close. Which brings us to the next point is when we look at charts, we see green bars and red bars. So, how are they color coded? And that's our second point that I've kept for you, that reading the bar chart and the color coding. Now, to understand this in a much more elaborate manner, let's go to our screen. Here we are. This is the line chart. We will change this line chart to bar charts. For that, I will come to this particular section, drop down, and on the top, as you can see, bars. Most of the softwares which use a TradingView widget will show you the bar charts wherein the lines will be relatively thinner, not clearly visible. Right click on the body of the chart, come down to the settings section, click on it, and then at the center you will see that thin bars are checked. You can deselect it. Once you deselect it, as you can see behind this settings box, the bars have become much more thicker. On top, over here, we can see that it says bars because we are on the bar chart. And below that, there are two options: color bars based on previous close and HLC bars, which is essentially high, low, close bars. It will not consider the open. Now, this is something that we do not want to do. But what about this one? Color bars based on previous close. I'll come back to this box. But before that, I want to tell you that bar charts are color coded, or in other words, bar charts should be color coded based on the previous close. What do I mean by this? We're taking a look at this bar chart and let's focus on any particular section. Let's take a look at this area. Now, why is this bar color coded red? The high of this bar was this. The lowest point of the red bar was down here. The opening price was on the left tick. And we know now that the right tick, that's this one, represents the closing price. If I compare this closing price with the previous days or the previous bar's closing price, I see that it's lower. It should be like this. Traditionally, bar charts should be color coded based on the close. And so I will right click again on the body of the chart. I will go down to the settings and I'll check this box. This is the right way. This is the traditionally the correct way of looking at the bar charts when we are using a software. So every bar will be a red or a green. There will be no third color. And as you can see that these series of greens are because the closing price of the bar is greater than the previous closing price. I'll deviate for just a few seconds to tell you this, that these bar charts are getting color coded based on close to previous close. Nothing to do with the day's open. I'll repeat again. The close of the day and the previous day's close, or the close of the week and the previous week's close, whatever is your time period. It has got nothing to do with where you opened. This is a big differentiating factor when we deal and when we discuss candlesticks chart. But as of now, please remember that bar charts should always be color coded based on the closing price. Now let's come back to these 3 points which I wanted to cover in this particular video with you. And the third point is how bar charts are better from line charts. Of course, bar charts gives us more information. The line chart was giving us only the closing price. The bar charts are giving us three more extra price information, and that is of the open, the high, the low, the close. The disadvantage is the line charts are much more cleaner and simpler. It's a very simple looking graph. However, the bar charts are not as clean because they are covering far more price information. But the bar charts tells us much more about the price action than the line charts. How so? Let's again go back to our previous chart. We are back to our bar charts over here. If I go back to the line chart, then you will see that the line is clearly telling us where was the closing price. Or in our video where we talk about line charts, I mentioned line with markers gives us a better feel, and these dots give us a clear idea indication where the price closed, period, no problem. But it does not tell us where was the open. It does not tell us that did it go up and then slipped in the afternoon. It does not tell us that was it a weekday in the morning and then towards the afternoon the market bounced back and it was a very strong close. This kind of a price action or prices psychology we cannot figure out from just looking at the line chart. However, if we change this to the bar charts, now things become much more relevant. We get much more information. For example, if we focus at this low, we can see very clearly where the market opened in relation to where the market closed the previous day. So clearly, it was a gap down. It was a weak opening. Then it fell. Then it broke below the previous low. It broke below the previous low. And for whatever reason, it bounced back really, really well and closed up here, which was higher than the previous day's close. So this particular day, though the close was over here, so on a close to close basis, we will see only a very minor gain, that of just 0.15%. And this is the Nifty 50 chart, 33 points gain. But was it just a 33 points gain? Not really. It was far more than just 33 points. This aspect of far more than 33 points, where did it open? Did it show strength? Did it show weakness? Was it completely flat? Did it stay within yesterday's range, which is called an inside bar? Did it go outside yesterday's high? Did it go beyond yesterday's low? So all these nitty-gritties of price action is completely missed if we take a look at the line chart. But if we take a look at the bar charts, and later on we will cover candlesticks also, we get a better understanding of the raw price action. And this is the reason why I strongly believe that many technicians at the beginning, at the initial stage of this subject was getting developed and it was evolving, many technicians extensively used bar charts before they stumbled upon the Japanese candlesticks. So do let me know whether you use bar charts or the conventional candlestick charts. Till then, take care of yourselves and trade well.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.